The current time is 7:09 p.m. Eastern. Hope everyone's doing well. None is financial advice. Please trade your own risk. All right, so the last time I did an update was on Friday, right? And or Friday or Thursday, whichever one it was, right, last week. But essentially, though, everything's playing out as was mentioned in the last update, right? So I mentioned, I'm bullish. We were just looking for a confirmation. I believe it was down here. Yeah, it was last week. So it's the 9th. So yeah, it should be around here. Saying that I was looking for a confirmation. You get a break in either direction. You just look for further upside, or you look for a pullback. All right, bias was to upside. Just being bullish on multiple time frames. And then also, I want to highlight something and just go back to something I mentioned, was that if you recall, I mentioned that what I'm looking for here is that blow off top on the S&P, right? And I do think that by the end of May, if it isn't the major top, I'm not trying to make a hero call or any of that stuff, right? I'm not a fortune teller. I just look at the charts, I do some fundamental analysis, and then I just tell you what I think, right? But what I do think is that, regardless, there's usually like a correction leading into the summer, right? So I think that's just something that could be expected regardless, right? Historically, the market always goes into a correction. People go on vacation, all that good stuff. The market just gets choppy. But in my opinion, though, I want to see what happens at the end of May, right? So I'm not fear-mongering or any of this stuff. If anything, I think most of you guys are in the same boat as me, so it's not like I'm making a crazy prediction. But, I'm seeing that melt up, right? And I think we can all see it too. Look at that. Is that normal? That's Bitcoin 2017, right? So something like that is sustainable for only so long. Yeah, you can say stimulus, Fed, whatever, right? But at the end of the day, there's only so many buyers, right? Especially retail, okay? So I do think there's a lot more upside to go, but I do think at some point we're going to top out and sell off, right? Or at least get a pretty hard correction. I do think there's a lot more upside to go, though, right? As you can see, I have it highlighted. And it could go higher than this. There's just reference points that I've had for, I don't know how long now, like at least a year, right? So I have these highlighted too, and we're going to play it by ear, but I'm just sharing my thoughts. I give my honest opinion, what I think. That's why people like to watch the videos, right? I assume so. It's either that or, I don't know, maybe the rants or something like that when I get off topic. But I won't in this video just for the length. I don't want to annoy everybody. I just want to make sure it's just filled with information related to the charts. But, next time I'll do that. But yeah, so anyways, this is the part where things get interesting, right? And we're seeing this parabolic move. And then we'll have to see how things transpire from there. If there is going to be a major top, expect some black swan event. Probably the travel ban's going to end the end of May. People are going to realize that we're actually in a recession and that it's not just COVID, right? When things don't go back to normal, okay? Because I don't know where people think it's just going to go back to normal. That makes no sense, right? Last time I checked, unemployment is still extremely high, and even Powell said it himself, it's going to take years for people to get back their jobs. So they're already saying it too. So it's common sense. It's not like this is a conspiracy, right? But anyways, I'm going to digress, all right? There'll probably be some black swan event though. As the saying goes, news follows price. It's not the other way around. Bernard Baruch said it himself. But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm looking for. Is probably some news is going to come out. I don't know what it is. We'll see how earnings go too for Q1. I'm very interested to see how that's going to go, let alone the following earnings season. That should be interesting as well. But regardless of that and what could happen over the next couple of months, I am looking for at least more upside. I do think this is a buy the dip market, and I wouldn't short it. But I'm just kind of sharing my thoughts. I'm thinking out loud. Some people want my opinion, right? If you don't like my opinion, just don't watch the video. That's basically it, right? Or you can watch it if you want, but whatever, each his own. But that's basically what I'm saying, okay? So that's my 2 cents on the market, on the macro. And then on the lower, I'm bullish. And on the higher, I'm bullish. And then at some point later in the year, I think it's a sell. But we'll also take it from there as the time comes. I'm not just going to prematurely short it just because I think it is, right? Even as of now, like in the Discord group I'm in, all that, it's just buy dips. I'm not shorting this thing. There's no reason to, right? So anyways, spent like 5 minutes on that. Let me just go over to Bitcoin. That's probably going to take me like a minute. But I hope, I hope that makes sense. And then I articulated myself correctly there. And it was kind of like just me thinking out loud. Like I can get more in depth with that and, elaborate more on my thoughts as to why. But at the end of the day, it's just my opinion, right? And most people, they only care about their own opinion. Some people don't. But anyways, I'm just being a little bit of a cynic. So my apologies for that. Anyways, BTC, let's finish up here. So nothing from the last update, right? So 60K, while underneath it, it's just going to be choppy price action. Nothing too significant. I'm not expecting like a hard sell or anything. Not at all, actually. If it gets above 60 grand, and depending on how it goes, I'm just looking for a continuation higher. So I'm just looking for new highs on Bitcoin, to be honest. While it's underneath 60, the price can dip to 52.5. And then I would have to see how the rest of the market looks in conjunction with BTC if it were to hypothetically get down there. Is it going to? It's possible, but at the end of the day, if it does, it's just sideways chop realistically. So that's why this update compared to like ES doesn't require as much information because it's not actually doing anything, right? Realistically, it's just going sideways, okay? So yeah, if it gets above 60, right? I should say it like that. I believe it will. It gets above 60 with some good conviction, and then we can continue onward towards, all-time highs or new highs. Same target, 100 grand, give or take $10,000, meaning 90,000 to let's say 110. Okay, it can either undershoot it, the 100 grand mark, or overshoot it by a little bit and then go down. But we'll see. Who knows how high it can go? But as of now, as a general rule, what I have is $100,000, give or take 10,000. Okay, maybe it'll go higher. Who knows? We'll see how the world changes, right, over time. Who knows what's gonna happen? So, but anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed my rant. I've been asked a couple of times, or several times, I guess, over like the past year, like if I can share my opinions, like my thoughts on certain things and not just the TA. So, I figured why not do that, and I could help. It changed it up too, make the videos a little bit more interesting. I don't want to just talk about prices all the time, right? I mean, I do this for you guys. Like if you like it, I'm glad, but it's good to change it up a little bit. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, comment below. I'll get back to you as soon as possible, or you can just message me on Twitter too. If you don't have me on Twitter, the link is in the description. You can just click on that and then it's all good. So anyways, I hope you guys had a wonderful week. I hope you enjoy the weekend as well. And I do look forward to speaking to you soon. Next video will be up on Tuesday. So take care and bye-bye.